So let's get straight into it. Here I am showing you my braid pattern looking like Shamar Moore in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. But I'm showing you how I parted my hair. It's easy for me to pre-part my hair with different sections in the back, so I can just take the sections out and start parting. So I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows in the back of my head. And then I showed y'all the pattern that I'm doing for the front. This is my inspiration. I didn't do it exactly like her, especially because I didn't use the same type of hair that she did, but she was my inspiration. Thank you to Exyhair for sending me this Afro Kinky bulk hair. They sent me over 2 packs. This is what 1 pack looks like, and then you can separate it into either 2 or 3 different sections from each little thing that comes in the pack. And then after that, I just start separating and I start pre-stretching the hair. This hair was only 10 inches, so I went ahead and I just tried to stretch it out to its maximum capacity. It stretched out pretty long, honestly, and I just kept pulling on it and stretching it out until I felt like it was the length that I wanted. And you can see what it looks like when it's pre-stretched and when it's not stretched. I used the All Day Locks braid gel with the extreme hold, and it was pretty good. It's my first time using it. So I went ahead and I started parting my hair. Like I said, since I did those sections where I braided the sections up, I just took a section out and started to part it. I'm starting off with maybe about 3 or 4 in the back because I'm doing pretty big chunky twists. That was my goal. Towards the front, they'll get a little bit smaller, but I didn't want this style to take a long time. I wanted it to be something easy and simple. Because I'm doing a crochet method, I'm going ahead and I'm braiding my hair down about 1 inch, and then I'm going to crochet the hair into it. I just take my crochet needle, hook it through the top of the braid, and then I hook the hair on the hook, and I close the latch, and then I just take it through. After that, I'd start twisting down, and I use a little bit of the braid gel, and then I went in with a little bit of mousse, but you don't necessarily have to do that if you just want it to be super fluffy. My twists did fluff back up, but if you don't want them to be like way down with any product, because this is human hair. And then I just repeat these steps until I get to the top of my head and the back of my head is completely finished. And then we'll go ahead and start the front of my head. Okay, so I started the front of my head already, but I'm gonna show you how I finished it. So of course my hair was already pre-parted in those raggedy braids. It doesn't have to be perfect when you're pre-parting because you know this is just the outline, the baseline. So I pre-parted my hair, and for me, it's easier to braid my hair on a curve or an angle. I'm still learning how to braid, like really for real. Like I can do it, but I know I could do better. So this is just more practice for me. So since my hair is already pre-parted, I'm just going ahead and cleaning up the parts. I just take a little bit of the braid gel, going with my rat tail comb, and I just clean up those parts. So once I'm done cleaning up that part, that's when I go ahead and I start braiding. I don't add in any hair until I get to the end of the braid. So the top braid is all my hair. So then I start braiding. I just go all the way to the top of the section and I take 3 small pieces and I start to braid it back. And you know, this braid isn't perfect. I went back in and I redid it because one thing about it, when you're still practicing doing cornrows, like you're going to take out braids, you're going to restart it a million times. So if there's something that you have to keep trying over and over and over, honestly, learning how to braid is really just, you gotta practice the muscle. Like you just gotta keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until you know that you can do it to how you like it. So I started off with those 3 pieces and I just gradually start braiding back. And then once I have just a little bit of hair left, like right when I get to about this point, is when I start to add the hair in. When I prep the hair for the braids, I do the same prepping method as I did before, but then I put a little bit of the braid gel at the top, like in the middle where I would start the braid, and kind of smooth it out, and then I start braiding the hair into my hair. I just continue the braid like I did before, so I part out the 3 sections again, and then I just go ahead and braid that into the braid that I already started. I keep braiding down and adding in hair until my hair is completely covered, and then I go ahead and start twisting down. Okay, once I'm done with that, I went ahead with my scissors and I just started cutting because I wanted a bob. And whenever I do any type of mini twist, I usually like kind of cut them either like in layers, or I do like a little blunt cut, which I'm doing right here. So I just went ahead and did that just to make it look a little bit more fuller. I was really happy with how this turned out. I've never done anything like this before, so I really wanted to try something new because I've had mini twists a lot over the past couple years, so I just didn't want to do regular mini twists like I normally do. So if you like this style, go ahead and head over to their website. They have so many different options for you to choose from. So you can get you a bob like this, you can get you a bust down with some twists or some braids, or even a wig. Like, they got something for everybody, okay? So go ahead over to their website, go ahead and put what you want in your cart and make that purchase, child. I'll see y'all later. Bye.